Welcome back, everybody, to Spirit Plays with a weird-looking mic. Spiral Knights. Anyway, before we begin, if you could please click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, fresh off the last run. Thank goodness we actually made it through that treasure vault. That was actually kind of nice. The frozen assets. I don't think I'm going to switch loadouts. I don't even think I looked at my loadout. We just got Swift stuff. You know what I will change, though, is a Swift Strike Buckler. Here we're going to some Fiend levels, so I mean the Gilded Griffin is by far our hardest go. Oh, it's the Dark City. Okay, we're gonna find some kitty cats too. This is the occasion when we might be able to find a book cat hunting, but those things just don't spawn this time. Not at this time of the year, anyway. Okay, Ritual Road, but I do have my I guess we could use this. Yeah. Oh man, the lonely cry of a kitty cat. I understand. My cat gives me the same cry every morning when he wants wet food. If you slow it down, maybe we should do that at some point. You know why I keep getting jacked up in my weapons, because I'm used to having the Griffin be number 1, but when it's a flourish, I put it at number 3. So I don't know what's wrong with me. We need to get our axe straight. We're gonna take some damage here. It's just the nature of the beast, baby. Okay, we should stop taking damage though. My nose. Here. Set us up for success. There we go. Oh no, we don't need that. We need this one. I don't know how I play with the actual beautiful haze on this game. And let's use what we got over there. Number 3. We have decided. Boom. I didn't even see him. He hid in the fire. That's some meta gameplay right there. I'm gonna light myself on fire, therefore I hide myself. I hide myself visually from him. I would not think to do this myself, but I'm not a fiend, and I guess they have a good bit of fire resistance on bases. I mean, that's what happens when you work like 25 hours a day. As a fiend, I think. Did I get both of you? I did. Sometimes one spawns if you have a little bit of an offshoot. So if you guys haven't played with the Griffin, talk about a great passive weapon to use. That's not it. Ba-boom. Oop, easy. The 87's not that bad of damage to do these kitties. It just takes a little longer to kill them. An Arcana would be preferable. But if you can basically shoot a BB gun into a ghost that's wearing a sheet for an outfit, and it does do some decent damage, I mean, you gotta have some respect for that BB gun. Which is basically what the Gilded Griffin is. Yeah, I should probably pop one of these. Take care of these guys first. Yada! Beat them. Beautiful. They're tinier than us. Oh no. Oh no. We've disconnected. Darn it. Oh, we're over here. Okay. It's acceptable. He needs to go. There we are. Boom. Chop. Okay, that was good. Beautiful. I gotta pump myself. There's no one here to pump me up. I'm stranded but not alone, but it's the first time, I think in a while, we've actually gone solo past, floor 22. Usually we get somebody else up here. It's alright, we can take care of business. Sometimes Dad's gotta step it up. They become the dad he's meant to be. That guy was devalued. Gentlemen, I'm gonna throw your stuff. Somebody does, okay. I wish I could cancel a charge. It's like this is the way you take care of these gentlemen. I say that with the utmost respect. Even though our ASI is not extremely high, I still think it's most of the time worth it just to empty a full clip into these guys, because I forget to count to 5. In reality, come on, man, give me, come back here, come to me. Okay, we're over here now. in reality. Oh, it's America time. You guys ready? Yeah, da, 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 da. That freaking eagle is just so beautiful. All right. I wish it was red, white, and blue. Having a cosmetic kind of appeal to your eagle would be beautiful. Like, man, look at that gentleman's eagle off that griffin. That would be amazing. Give me a patriotic squirt gun. All right, I know the mainstream media with the loudest voice, even though it doesn't echo truth, does want to tell you that America is horrible. It's founded on slavery, hence the 1619 Project, which is just not etched in reality or history. Any honest scholar will tell you that's not true. Yet they want to teach this stuff in schools. I was reflecting on this the other day, like when you buy a textbook or you get it from public school, I can half understand why it's good to give them back for the next year generation. You put book covers on there. It's cool. You get to decorate them. But you don't get to keep your history books. So the government can just take them back and change them next year. It's weird. It's also kind of weird. Kind of crazy. The whole changing history books thing. My grandfather looks at my social studies book and is like, that's not how that happened. So my grandfather's telling me this. And you're like, I don't know what to believe anymore. We got him. That's how the Gundam Warriors did it. Before they had their Xenogears and their extra Xeno Gundams. They did it with pea shooters and BB guns like the rest of us commoners. Before they had their superpowers and I don't know. Dude, Xenogears. Anybody in the audience ever play Xenogears? Xenogears was a pretty clutch game, man. I have very fond memories of playing that game. It was very rare for the PlayStation. And I also, I wanted to borrow... the guy I borrowed it from, I borrowed it and beat it in, like 4 or 5 days. And the guy, his name is Min, who let me borrow it, said, you know, he was very adamant, like, I want my game back. Like, you need to give it back to me. I want to play it again. That was back in the day when you only had like 4 options of role-playing games to play. Now it's just like they come out every day. So take your pick, man. You can be picky. Scarcity actually makes you appreciate life a little bit more. You know, who loves food more, the starving person, the person who's obese? Well, I guess they both do. I guess better question is, who appreciates the value of food more? The starving person, the person who's obese. Like, it's 2 different perspectives, right? One person will enjoy eating while getting life. Another person will just enjoy eating for the sake of eating. Like, there's no undergird. It becomes shallow. I mean, that's sort of like the half nature of sin and perversion in a nutshell. I mean, sexual gratification is given for you know, pleasure in marriage. It's an outworking of it's supposed to represent the outworking of love is creation, right? That's kind of the way it's supposed to go. But you can pervert that just have you following your instincts because you're an automaton, a deterministic automaton, and say, no, I just want to have sex for sex's sake, or just you know, follow that kind of direction. And if I'm hitting up adult topics, I'm sorry. I just happen to be an adult, believe it or not. But when mankind starts to pervert the order of things, and just says I'm in charge of my own sexual gratification, well, then you have issues like, okay, so you have evolution, which is extremely secular. We almost didn't dodge that bullet because of his friend's corpse. You have evolution, but then you have but I'm okay to just follow whatever kind of pursuit I want. We start with homosexuality, which is like the mild version of the sexual perversions. Then you go to like anything with a philia at the end of it, necrophilia, pedophilia. Well, what's wrong with those? If I'm pursuing my sexual desire, why should I just stop there at the homo part? Why not just keep going? There's no rational justification. If it's meant to further or frustrate desires, if that's the nature of America and the nature of how we should look at, you know, whatever frustrates or furthers my pleasure, why stop anywhere? Why not just keep going? The thing is, there's no ration behind it, because you can follow suit like, okay, well, it doesn't further humanity. What I'm trying to say before the previous point I was trying to make is that homosexuality does not further evolution. We're meant to breed. So technically, if you want to get technical, If you are not breeding and making more kids, you are an anomaly to the evolutionary paradigm. You actually have no place to fit. You're a defect. You're not made in the image of God. You're actually made you're another mistake in the giant cosmos of things. You should not be. Mike, you need to step in here. You haven't done anything in a while. I'm a little disappointed. We need an Autobot function. I know they got like the equipment drones and Risk of Rain too. Can we not get the same thing here? By the way, this is the power of the freaking Griffin. You can just keep dodging and shooting. Oop, that was close. There we go. Get in there, Mike. I knew you had it in there. Whoa, that was my fault. Yeah, we almost did it well. Oh, we need this. We don't really need this. We can just keep griffining. This gun is now a verb. Cha, cha, cha. It needs AT. Obviously, I do. Alright. Hello? Alright, we'll wait till we actually get this, because I'm not sure where I am in reality. Okay, we're right here. Got it. There's a frozen ghost. Okay, careful. Things gonna get a little trickier in a minute. One thing, having less people here means increased frame rate. This is actually kind of nice. I'm not used to such glorious, smooth gameplay. That just kind of screams like, hey, buddy, we make time and money for what's important to us. How about you just get a new computer and stop complaining about stuff? And, you know, guy in my head, I might have to answer yes. You are absolutely correct. This guy feels no pain. He is beyond pain. He's like a fatter version of Bane from The Dark Knight. A little chubbier. He eats food for food's sake. There we go. No radiance yet. I guess we'll take this one. Right there. If it's right there, I'm going to take it. Maybe the year 2035 when Spiral Knights is still a thing. They'll actually be useful for something. Like the game's been going so long with the crystals, especially the obsolete ones like the blue and green. How is anybody gonna make them an actual thing? Everybody has so many of them. Even if you make it like a purchasable item, how do you make, how does that even resound to the fairness of the people that are just I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's party time. It's the music. Oh, hello. Gentlemen. Freaking love my Griffin, man. Rift Locker would be our next choice. But, I mean, we are where we are. I got this because... Not because of the Fiends. I actually got it because in the lockdown world, it's all chaos and kitties. So, if you're a Skulver, one of those ancient beasts... in the Skulver world, which we hardly... They used to be commonplace back in like the 2012, 13, 14 era. But not so much anymore. Now cats have taken over lockdown. They're in a high demand, and they're in a high stock. You'd think that going cat hunting would mean we're getting rid of the cats, but oh no, we're actually furthering their population. We're becoming like some sort of furry hybrid, which is just weird. You know, down with cats. That's all I'm saying. Cats. Never again. Wah! You could be a never catter. Just kidding. Even I have like a cat. I got cat. I have cat gear. I also have a man voice, which I now hardly ever use. Whoa! That was the worst decision. Let's not die here in one of the easiest stages in the game. There we go. I know the music sounds quite intense, like Indians, and boy, that joke never gets old. My daughter told me a good one the other day. She's like, knock, knock. I said, who's there? She said, cows. And I said, cows who? And she says, no, they don't. Cows moo. And I had no words. She got me. So I had to tell that one to you. There you go. Go forth and be amazing. We'll do this too. Whoa! How much damage does that do to this guy? Can we even get All his friends are shielding him. They know how much it'll hurt. He almost ran right into that chair. Nope, we want this one. Beautiful. Dude, they're going to that guy's trying to create distance. He's poisoned. Don't let him die. Okay. Beautiful. Man, they always go after those recon rangers as if they're some sort of a threat. I think I'm dealing like 35,000 times the amount of damage per shot that he is. Oh, he just takes it to the face, man. His AI needs some work. I'm trying to kite him. Alright, now's your chance. Never mind, you've been plastered into oblivion. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's magic, you know. Ooh, get out of here. I thought we had time to use our orbital, but we did not. Alright. Beautiful. Whoop, whoop. Magic, you know. Jeez. But trying to, see, going off what we had last video, the question that gentleman had about what does it feel like to be a dad? Realizing the world's not about yourself is one of the most, like, revolutionary things. We're meant to have kids, dude. So we'll go back to the evolutionary paradigm, right? We're meant to have children. But you learn things with having children. You learn that you can say to children, you're a mistake. What's that saying to eternity in the next generation? We all yearn for eternity and something more. You can even see this in the arts. Again, I see it in, I watch interviews with Bad Religion, Greg Graffin, and he's honestly one of my, using reason is great. And they're trying to explain, like, when they have group gatherings and they use reason, they're like, what would you call it, like a religious gathering? Brett Kerr was like, no, you can't call it that, but it is, because every religion eventually goes to the point of faith. Even in evolution, you're like, it takes too long to tell, to prove it. We have evidence, but I could say I also have evidence of creationism. This is honestly outside of my knowledge base too much. I don't put too much stock in it. Honestly, the whole evolution versus creationism is kind of inconsequential to me. Because morality, you can't get morality through evolution. It's unexplainable. Oh my gosh, we're actually going to get some radiance this time around. Jesus, I'm so excited. Don't worry, we'll go that way and get them next time. It's all about efficiency at this point in the game, okay? I think we've exhausted that realm. Probably could. Oh, I didn't see you. My map was blinding me. Where'd he go? Dude, he's so good. He looks like Mike's cousin. You know that guy, Mike? He might. Maybe he's just not letting on. So, I don't know him. He's not with me. Depth 27 treasure trove. I like it. First half of the game, we got the treasure vault, frozen assets. At least this level. In the second half, we're being gifted with another it's double treasure, man. More of those, please. Okay. You stole my pill. I don't know why you think running straight into the gun barrel is a good idea. With your friend next to you. Is one of you supposed to be a distraction? I guess when you only move as fast as a wind-up turtle, your options are kind of limited. Anyway. Feels good being a dad. Better perspective on life. And you get to, we get the greatest honor of trying to pour ourselves into the next generation. We as human beings are always one generation away from extinction. And when you try to marry, like, this world's all about gratification and not about love and holiness. Because love in a vacuum, by yourself, self-love is unhealthy. God saw this. God, the Trinitarian God's the only the aspect of monotheism that makes sense. In Muslim philosophy, what was God doing before he created man? Was he loving himself? I mean, that's so weird. Kind of an advocate for self-love. It's just kind of weird. So with the constant pursuit, and I can go on about this for a little while. I'm only have like 1 or 2 books on the topic. It's again not my invested field of study. I usually try to my whole goal in conversation, which is my personal investment. I know I'm using a lot of personal pronouns in this thing, but it's all about conversation leading to and from the cross. It's apologetics 101. So and I guess mainly because of that, like objectivity is extremely important to me. Truth, right? Truth is objective. 1 + 1 = 2. Is that reality, or is that because I feel it's true? No, we agree that that's reality. That's how reality works. Well, if you have these other factors, sometimes something gets split off of. Yeah, but you still need 1 + 1 first. Like the basics are still there. And you can't make exceptions play off the basis of the rules, otherwise you have nothing to go by. And the reason we're given in our brains is that we find patterns. Patterns are amazing. I want to have all of you here, and then just line you up, and then we could just be like, they're just throwing stuff at their boss, they just don't care. Oop. You almost got him. Oh, who's doing the rush? The waddle, or the gut lead. I know people at work that walk like that. They walk with their chests out, or their gut out. Depends on how you're looking at the guy. We just cannot hit these guys, though. They're beyond hitting. Whoop, easy. And they're using cover. Like, this guy's extremely smart. Whenever you're ready, buddy. Here we are. He's got me. Oh my gosh, please. If you need me, if you're wondering why this video is 4 hours long, here you go. Woo. Should probably Americanize these guys. Here we go. Ah! Okay. It still does 52. That's not bad. It's better than bad. It's good. That's a log song from Ren and Stimpy. What rolls downstairs and over their chairs and over your neighbor's dog? It's log, log, log. Dude, Ren and Stimpy's dating myself. You guys watch some dad shows? There you go. That's one of them. Yeah, they were all harassing that guy. They're like, yeah, we're all the boss here. You need to, we're over here now. You need to work some overtime, my man. What happened? Oh, I thought he was one of the secretary guys. My mistake. He was actually a lethal fireball of a character, throwing stuff at me. All those bosses around there, and he gave in to peer pressure, and he had to throw stuff at me. All right, hold on. Sneezes plus coffee break equals timeout. Thank you, mute button, for being there for me every time. Beautiful. More radiance, please. Sure, a crap ton of heat and some shinings is also just the beautiful gift. How many episodes have we been trying to heat this? Wait a second. Oh, nope, still don't have enough. I know if we want to be, really want to push toward our goal of heating the Acheron finally after, like, I don't know, 30 episodes? How long has it been, dude? We probably should just do specifically Dreams and Nightmares over and over and over. I can't do it, though, man. I want to have fun with this game. This is how I have fun. You jump into the arcade, you open the party up. You get to see a whole bunch of beautiful costumes, people that play styles, people that are a lot better than they think they are, people that legit try, people that try and say they aren't trying, but they really are trying. I'm just trolling. Like, what good is trolling as an excuse? What good is inauthenticity? But then again, hypocrisy is the #1 unforgivable sin lately in America. How do we know this? Because you could say something on Twitter 20 years later, or 10 years later, in Kevin Hart's example, get held accountable for something you did when he was 10 years younger. People grow and change along with the times. So the same thing can be said for the Black Lives Matter movement. The same thing can be said for the for anything really. So if you're, let's say you're not an adult or a dad, you're like 16 to 25 playing this game right now. You have no kids. I don't know. Let's say we take how you as you are at this moment in time and say you're not as you are. You're actually 12, and we judge you and talk to you and treat you like a 12-year-old. No, you don't do that because people are different now compared to how they were. People grow. You don't judge yourself. You don't judge others based on how they were 20 years ago. Right? If you want to get to, like, really specific, you go with the physical apparel. We don't judge you. We're talking about sexual gratification, right? We don't say you're a pedophile because you married a 30-year-old lady. Because they're not 30. This is Ben Shapiro's biggest. Oh no! We need to. Brain spikes. No, you can go away now. We need to use this. It's our ultimate. Well, okay, jeez, my nose is itching too much too. I got excuses all up the wazoo, and now we just died. This needs to go in the center. But does that make sense? Like you put reality in the mix, and eventually you come up with these conclusions that are like, oh yeah, well, okay, that makes sense. But then we try to we try to put relativism in everything. Oop, you need to go down. There you go. There you go. Yeah, just keep harping on the laser. There you go. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. No, I don't really have to stay in here. We could probably cheese the system if we stood outside the box. You are just the best mind games. He cut me off at the switch. Should we go in the center? I don't think we're in that kind of position. Let's do this again. Go, 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 go. You punk. Let's use this. Excuse me. Use this. We might actually have to spark. I don't want to. I really don't. But we're poisoned beyond all belief. We're gonna keep backing ourselves into a corner. We'll try to shoot our way through. Okay, back down here. We'll do the same thing. Oh my gosh, we actually, like, got through the poison. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on him. One little dude at a time. Oh my goodness, one little dude at a time. They're in a little coveted chamber here. Keep eyeing them up. All more hearts are our friend. Kind of surprised we are still here. Having no visibility though is kind of weird. Like, we know there's camera angle advantage from our lockdown career. Is that what we're calling it now? Oh, you got me. Okay, I didn't think you were there. He was hiding behind his boss. You know that trick you play in the playground when you take a friend, and if you haven't played this trick, forgive me if parents, if I'm giving your kids ideas. You take a friend, you put them behind, you haven't talked to them, you tap on your other friend's shoulder, you say hello. They turn around, your other friend ducks below their feet, and then you push them over your friend, they fall down. It's hilarious. Every time. Every time. Just don't die by spikes. Come on, we're almost there. We're so close. Oh no, we cut ourselves off. Alright, beautiful. Forget what I was talking about before, but that's okay. We're almost done. Oh! Just don't die by this last guy. He was the last guy, right? Oh, we done it! We just gotta be worried about spikes, which are very predictable most of the time. Unless Java decides to throw us off a cliff. I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up over there after a Java. We just had one right there to the right. You probably couldn't see it, but I sure felt it. No radiance, huh? It's okay. We got some. We got some. Let's go. Sort of a lonely run, but hey, we're in it together. That was actually very quick. Usually the second half of the realm, Fiend gates are great for this. Usually the second half is a lot longer, just due to danger rooms and everything else that might pop up. That bullet, where'd it come from? Anyway, this is the difference between a compounds and a Fiend gate. Like, the compounds would have taken much longer and still had the same kind of payout. Let's see how we ended up though. 21 radiance, almost 8k. That's not bad. 2 rares. I don't know. Seems pretty good. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Boopity boo.